I thought I'd video the eclipse here in Pineville, Pennsylvania, but the only really successful part of it was it looked really spooky early on. There was just this hole in the cloud cover, and I expected to see, witches flying past and bats and things out of The Wizard of Oz, and a cold chill in the air and crazy sorts of things happening. But as it turned out, I didn't really see too much of the eclipse on the video. Later on in the video, you see a tiny portion of the eclipse just through the cloud cover. But otherwise, it was really disappointed, except for this kind of stuff that you see now. It was really a spooky feeling here in Pineville, and I kept expecting something to happen, but then really nothing did. So I just stood outside and watched and watched. Well, actually, I didn't watch. I didn't want to hurt my eyes, so I just tilted the old Nikon P10 up toward the sky, and once in a while I'd glance at the LCD to see what was going on. And throughout the thing, I couldn't see much of anything. And it wasn't until I got back inside and put the video on my computer that I noticed there were tiny slivers of the eclipse on there. You could just barely see a tiny sun covered by a dark moon. But it was kind of fun looking at this eclipse, or lack of eclipse, and just seeing these spooky clouds rolling by. Now there I think you can see maybe the first little bit of the sun. Is that the sun? Yeah, there it is. There's a little bit of the eclipse. That's about the best view we got here in Pineville, Pennsylvania. And there go the clouds right in front of it again. It shows up a few more times here if the camera could just continue to focus correctly. That's about the spookiest thing that happened. The camera wouldn't focus now and then. Maybe the eclipse did that. Maybe the eclipse screwed up my camera. Anyway, take a look. You'll see the tiny eclipse now and then you'll hear some commentary at a certain point. Okay, it's 3:39 here in Pineville, Pennsylvania, and this is supposed to be the eclipse at 90%. I don't see a thing. We just got this terrible cloud cover. I was thinking maybe it would get darker and darker, but that hasn't even really happened. We were supposed to have just low clouds here, but obviously we have more than that. We have a pretty thick cloud cover. I don't even know if it's eclipsing at all.
You showed in Maine, it hit
Watch out, Stormy. Don't let them hit this. Come on.
Hey, come here. It's cool, like when they'll have the people hanging out in in the town square, and then all of a sudden it's pitch black.
It's not even getting dark here. 3:39.
We're not that. If you look at the thing, it's like Pittsburgh, and then over Buffalo, and then Maine. We're not in the path of that. So, plus the clouds. It was pretty cool on TV.
Yeah, it was great on TV.
Yeah.
Up, there's a little opening coming now.
You're doing the video, right?
Yeah.
So then you can like blow it up and later like rewind, like watch it and.
I have it pretty much set up the way I want it. So it's just going to look like this. It's just going to look cloudy. Sometimes there's a surprise in there.
Right.
You know,
said,
but
like, when you replay it, you might see something that.
So far, all I'm making a video of is clouds. Maybe I'll put it on YouTube anyway, with a warning. There was no eclipse in Pennsylvania.
It was a government conspiracy.
Yeah. Who did this?
I blame Putin.
Yeah.
You have the salad?
All right, this is, you can barely see anything.
I mean, it was very little clouds earlier today.
Yeah.
And then like 2 o'clock.
I thought we might luck out. Well, we're supposed to be in the middle of totality now. Not totality, 90%. But all we have is almost 90% clouds. I don't think we saw anything of the eclipse.
Pick him up and throw him. He catches it. You see him flying across the sky.
Watch out, Stormy. Don't hit this. Well, we're supposed to be out of totality now. It's supposed to get bright again. It didn't even get dark here.
Yeah.
Who do I see about this? Who do I call?
Yeah, lodge a complaint.
Yeah, lodge a complaint. Where was my eclipse?
Look at that branch. See that? It's I didn't even notice that until now.
It's rotting, yeah.
All the bark is off. That one little section is right.
The eclipse did it. All right, since we have total cloud cover here now, I'm going to wrap it up and go on the internet and maybe check to see who I can complain to about the lack of eclipse in Pineville, Pennsylvania. Sorry, couldn't show you more.